church town. And this is a thing I've noticed with very small villages, hamlets and whatevers in England now. Back in the day, before, well, maybe even pre-car, pre-technology, a village would always have a shop, a post office and a pub. It's just the thing, the Emmerdale lifestyle. But now, because things have changed, the villages are now high-end, posh housing. The shops have gone. Obviously, the post office has gone, because we all email and stuff now. And the pubs generally have shut down, especially after the pandemic, but even before the pandemic, pubs were shutting left, right and centre. Village life was coming to an end. So, when you're navigating through Britain, you find that where you really do need a stop, a rest point, or somewhere where previous people hiking through or walking through just on the day-to-day business would stop. You know, even horse riders back in the day, the king's messengers, would know where the inns were, where they could get a fresh horse or stay the night. All that's gone pretty much, and a lot of these villages are just barren. They're just houses, posh houses. You're not going to get a cup of water at these places. So you need to bear that in mind. Exception being larger towns, you do need to get your old Google Maps out and see if there is a pub there, like the Grapes where we had dinner. But it's worth bearing in mind, because some of the OS maps still have pubs marked on them that, like Churchtown there, had been, you know, renovated, was probably being turned into housing. So it's a shame how the landscape's changed. I miss that concept of driving somewhere and stopping over. The closest you've got to that now are motorway services, which me and my brother Dan, we call ourselves service station junkies. We like a good service station. Heading to the cheese farm. It's where they farm the cheeses. Can't wait to see cheese growing in a field. I hate those things. I see no cheese in that field. Must be too early in the season. Can actually see the fells from here now. Mustang that way. Small gate this way. This trail just gives and gives. It's just beautiful. The canal. Old friendly. Won't be stopping on it too long though. Golf course. There's the river. $17.97. Ow. Anyway, we're going down there. This is damn slippy. It's not what I need right now. I mean, it is fair old magnificent, that. So yeah, the goodies. I'm not going to have a bed for 25, so I've got two of them. There we go. Something for tea. Spice it up a bit. Water. Oh, a little treat. big hand. So if you haven't gathered by now, after leaving my camera on at 10 minutes at Sainsbury's shopping, getting some treats, changed over battery, drank 50 grams of protein, all kinds of gains, and then it was a hop, skip and a jump into Garstang proper, obviously busy, heaving with people, so I used the public toilets. So if you think on Sainsbury's, carry on across the trail. When you get to the actual river, there are some toilets there at the car park you can use, but I use them and set off on the familiar path. This is the Scorton Loop that I call on the video. So if you scroll down the videos to an old one, it's called the Scorton Loop, which will take us all the way to the campsite. Still got a few miles to go. We get to go through the lovely Scorton, and yeah, getting a bit tired now, I will admit. It's nearly 4 o'clock. Been walking nearly 12 hours, give or take a few breaks. So yeah, ready for camp. Oh my, what a fantastic day! What a day! Not been a struggle covering these miles at all. But yeah, can't argue. Still tired. Yeah, ready for camp now. What a view. Sometimes, obviously at the time of year that's right, this is just stacked high with corn, but you can just see a trig point there on the hill. My phone's on charge, can't tell you which one it is. Actually, it'll probably be Nicky Nuke, I reckon, with its flag on the top. But yeah, be Nicky Nuke that. But yeah, we're going to head all the way down there, that way. So for no real reason at all that I'm aware of, the path splits, and west of the motorway is Gubbard Lane, or Gubford Lane, which is the easy way but a bit boring. And I just noticed that this way, on the eastern side of the motorway, I've not done before. So we're going to give it a spin. It goes through a bit of woodland, but brings us back before we enter Scorton. They both mark the Wyre Way, so we might as well cover the whole shebang. I'll watch the ankle here. Let me repeat the last time. Obviously you can hear the motorway. Ominous bit of woodland. So this is Woodacre, great wood. Ominous feeling to it, really a dark feeling to it. Very weird. You do seem to get places like that. But it looks well travelled. So anyway, I'm glad I took the detour. I've not seen this part of the trail, so I don't know why it splits. No idea. But we'll come out of here and it'll come round again to cross the motorway and rejoin the original trail. But having only done the Scorton side, the western side of the motorway, I thought it was worth coming and trying. I'm going to try doing this one-handed. Fack. Fackity fack fack. Well, at least the Heysham power plant. It's there again. Flipping it. How clear is that day? You can see the lakes there. We were over there. Now we're over here. Sorry, you got a little bit too excited then. Well, I can't lie. Definitely one of the two, the more scenic route. Blackpool Tower, Heysham Power Plant, the lakes. Yeah, I'd recommend this one. Walking along the road, a bit boring. I was about to wonder, why there's horses by the side of the road? And I realised they're all tied up. How bizarre. Only in Lancashire. It's okay. It's only me. Tripped. So here's another vague turn off you need to be aware of coming out of Scorton. Just before the bridge. Down we go. I was kind of concerned for a minute because I came around the corner and I'm in the middle of nowhere really, except for these sheep. And there was just a young girl in the woods. I was about to start filming, then I saw her, obviously put the camera away. I was dodgy enough. But I looked around and far away on the porch of some very wealthy person's mansion was the mum. And I'm like, heck man, very trusting. So I got out of there, lickety split. Just weird random encounters waiting all the time. Just remember, when you cross Cleveley Bridge, smell garlic. You want to be on the western side, or the left. Because I have been up the right hand side, you can't get anywhere. There's no crossing, so make sure you're on the proper side. not quite clear on the map. So we're going to go through the fishery and then campsite up ahead. Ready. That can of energy drink I had, you didn't see me have it, but can of Boost energy drink, oh, just fueled these last few miles. That was a detour now. Anyway, bus signs coming up. Campsite up ahead. Wyre side, fishery, whatever. Sure, I'll give you more details when I'm sat down. Tent pitched, quiet little area. It's a busy site. Yeah, I'm gonna go get a beer. Be rude not to. Well, what can I say? What a bizarre place. Possibly the most bizarre campsite since the campsite of death, which is in Wales. I have no idea what's going on. So I arrived as I showed up to reception, which is just miles away from anywhere. The woman came out wearing the Wyre side t-shirt. So she's staff. Booked me in a shop that looked like a paintball shop, and then I remembered it's a fishery, so it's selling fishing gear. No problem there. Then sent me on a wild goose chase round the houses to find my pitch, which thankfully is out of the way. So I've pitched my tent sort of horizontally away from everybody else so they can't see my door. And I thought, well, there's a pub here, I'll go to the pub. What? So I goes in, order 2 pints because minimum £5 card payment. I mean, come on, who does that now? So I ordered my pints, and it's just like everybody knows each other. This is a campsite. People must just come here every weekend to fish or something. I don't know. I have no idea. So I sits down, and there's banter going on between everybody, and it's rowdy and loud. Everyone's shouting and bawling at each other, drunk as skunks at 6 o'clock in the evening. So there was a specials menu, chicken tower burger, so I'll get the protein, get them gains. So I ordered that, but I sat at the table by myself, and then it's near the pool tables. Kids are throwing pool cues around. I nearly get one in my face. Some guy starts jibber jabbering to me about how could I sit with oh, you sat with the kids. And I'm like, no, kids weren't there when I sat down, which they weren't. And he just walked off, and people giving me funny looks like the stranger. What the feck, man? Where have I come? So I was really excited to kind of stop here, and now the illusion has been shattered. Anyway, my policy is, obviously there's a pub there serving food, so I'm not going to use my expensive rehydrated meals when I can buy fresh food. So obviously that's why I've done it. So the pasta carbonara with the sauce I got from Sainsbury's, that will wait now for another camping trip. I won't eat that. But I fully intend, I'm very full in my belly as well, I fully intend to be up early now and get the heck out of here because it's just bonkers, absolutely bonkers. I must have missed something. It's like them pubs in Wales where everybody knows who each other is until the stranger shows up, and then everyone goes quiet. I mean, the place literally went quiet as I went in. But man, what another experience to add to the list. Anyway, guys, so I'm not going to drink my wine either, because you never mix the grape with the grain. That's a general rule. It will knock my stomach sick. So I've had a couple of pints, obviously, from the pictures. Managed to rein it in. Didn't overdrink. I have overeaten, because that was a damn good burger, to be fair. And that's pretty much me for today. It's really warm. Everything's drying out really quick. We have had a casualty, sadly. The emergency bivvy, the green plastic from this morning, fell out of my pack some point on the trail. Absolutely gutted about that, because it was in line for most valuable piece of kit for this trip. Used it loads. It helped out during the night when I was cold, and now I've abandoned him. He's fallen off the pack at some point, don't know where. So I'm gonna get another one, because they were really useful. About 11 quid. Anyway, so that's pretty much it. I'm gonna update the socials. I'm gonna just relax, listen to some Chuck Missler on my Audible. I'm just gonna relax, man. It was a long day. Really good day though. Fantastic day. And really chuffed to have done so much mileage, but not really felt it. But I did notice that I've not really done any elevation. It's been mostly flat, so jury's still out on the pack though. So far so good. So you're up to date. I will bring you back in the morning, or if something weird happens during the night. We'll have breakfast tomorrow with the eggs. Then we're going to get the frick out of here quick as we can. And thankfully the trail, I'm still on the trail technically. The trail goes through the campsite, so at the other end is the fishery, and we'll just cut around that, carry on up. And tomorrow's the last day, so I'm going to get them miles done, bashed out. So good. So anyway, guys, I'll bid you a good night, and see you back on the trail in the morning. Good morning. Look at this beautiful face.